Joy over here. Thanks for watching this video. I will be guiding you through a Hatha flow of levels. So just have fun. All right, we're gonna start on our backs today. So just come down low to the ground. Take a moment here to just start to rock the legs from side to side. And then draw the knees in and start to draw circles, massaging that low back. You can move your knees to the same direction or opposite direction. So see what feels good for you today at this moment. And then as you come back to center, step your feet as wide as your sticky mat. And then without moving your feet, just let your knees fall to the right as you turn your gaze to the left. You can stack your right foot on top of your left leg for a little bit more opening on the left side. You may feel a nice stretch into the quad, the hip flexor. One more breath in. Stay for the exhale. And mindfully release. Again, bring your feet wide and then just let the knees drop to the left this time as you turn your gaze to the right. Option to take your foot on top of the leg. Keep the shoulders resting on the ground. Start to connect to the breath right away. One final breath in. Mindful exhale out. And then mindfully back to center. Hug your knees in. Just extend your left leg on the ground. Hug your right knee towards the armpit. Lots of energy through the feet. Creating a little compression here into the right hip joint. One more breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And then take a half happy baby. If this is too much with your leg extended, you can always bend your left knee. Breathe here. And then slowly release. Switching sides. So hug your left knee towards your armpit. Extend your right leg on the ground. Remember, you always have the option to bend your knee as well. Notice as you create compression into the hip, what happens into the upper body. Final breath. Take a half happy baby here. Stay active through your left foot. And allow the breath to expand. And then mindfully release. Just windshield wipe your legs. And then we're gonna take, we're gonna do a little bit of core work now, just to wake up the core gently. So bring your feet to hip width apart, parallel to each other. Make sure your fingertips can find your heels. You're gonna inhale and slowly lift your hips, slowly round the spine. So pull the belly in, draw the navel downwards, and then inhale and slowly lift. Exhale, lower down. Do 2 more. Moving from the core. Good. Slowly draw the knees in. You're going to keep your arms to cactus or open up wide to a T. Slowly, you're going to lower the knees to the right as if you're going into a twist. The knees don't have to touch the floor. Come back to center and then to the left. I want you to move nice and slow. Be mindful here. Again, keep the low back on the ground. As you come back to center, breathe as you move. Make the breath a priority and make drawing the navel towards the spine a priority as well. Come back to center. Tabletop the legs, press through the balls of your feet, curl the toes, take a big breath in, lift your shoulders off the ground. You can lace the fingers behind your head and create a little hammock, little support here for your neck. Now tap your right foot on the ground, back to center, left foot down. If this is too much, lower the shoulders. Make sure the elbows are nice and wide. Keep gazing up towards the ceiling, maybe even the wall behind you. That will allow you to, again, keep that cervical spine nice and relaxed. Relax your jaw as well. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Very nice, friends. Press your feet to lift your hips one more time. Just feel that nice stretch into the center core, the front body. And slowly release. Start to rock and roll. Massage the spine a little bit. And then we're all gonna meet in a seated position. All right, let's do one final core move here. You're gonna be seated so you can bring the heels to the ground. You can tap the toes on the ground, or you can even bring your legs to tabletop. I'm gonna do modified today. I've been doing quite a bit of yoga. So just lean back here. Make sure you're not sitting upright. Don't bring the shoulders over the hips. Lean back and then plug the shoulders here. You're gonna inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring the arms parallel to the ground. So slowly lift. And resist here. Draw the belly in, relax the hip flexors. Now next time, inhale, maybe lift one leg. Exhale, lower down and switch. One more time, each side. And now lift both arms and hold. Pull the belly in. Keep your neck neutral. And release. Hug the knees in. Lengthen through the spine. One more breath in. And a breath out. All right, find downward dog. Paddle your feet. Shake the head yes and no. Just run a quick scan through the body. Notice how you're feeling today. How is your physical body? How is your breath? The mind? One more breath in. Ground yourself here a little bit more. And then raise your right leg to the sky. Step your right foot forward. Gently bring your left knee to the ground. Raise your right arm to the sky. Slowly release to frame your right foot. Inhale, sweep your arms high, come into a low lunge. Good, breathe into the hip, into the upper back. And slowly release. Step back to downward dog. Remember, your downward dog is your resting pose, is your opportunity to reconnect, to pause, to observe. Inhale, raise your left leg to the sky. Step your left foot forward. Right knee comes to the floor. Take your time here. Sweep the arms, contain those ribs, friends. Just starting to warm up the body a little bit. We're gonna move through a few rounds of sun salutations. And then frame your foot. We're gonna actually take out our twist. So raise your left arm now. Open the chest. And then this time you're gonna curl the back toes under and step back to your plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. You can bring the knees to the floor and then slowly lower down. Take a back bend of your choice. You can take cobra, upward dog, spider cobra, sphinx. And we meet in downward dog. Bend your knees, look forward, travel to the top of your mat. Whether you want to walk, step, or jump. Breathe in, lengthen, create space. And breathe out, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms, reach your arms to the sky, grow tall, hands at the heart center. Again, inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Inhale, create space. Exhale, stack your left foot back, bring your knee to the floor. Take that twist one more time, wrap the shoulders back and down. Frame your right foot, come to the Anjaneyasana low lunge. Just one more breath here, maybe lift your gaze, look up and lengthen. Exhale, frame your right foot, downward dog. Catch your breath. And breathe your left leg high. Step your left foot forward. Right knee comes to the ground gently. Sweep your left arm high. Peel the chest open. Frame your front foot. This time you can step back to your plank. You can flow or skip altogether. Heart opener of your choice. And then we meet in downward dog. So this is a slightly variation of sun salutation C. We have A, B, C. Bend your knees, look forward, meet me at the top of your mat. Take an inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale to bow. Inhale, sweep your arms, reach up, mountain pose, and then draw the energy to the heart center. We're gonna move through Sun Salutation B now, just a couple of times, but we're gonna move very nice and slow. Be mindful here, really working that mind-body breath connection. So we always start in chair pose, and you can always do feet hip width or big toes touching, heels just slightly apart. If you choose this variation, friends, make sure your knees are touching as well. Otherwise, if you go feet hip width, the knees stay hip width apart. Make sure the knees are not touching. Just be mindful of your alignment. Alignment gives you stability, right? And allows you to explore your body as you hold poses. So bring the fingertips to the ground, sit low into that imaginary chair. Once you do that and shift your weight towards your heels, raise your arms. The biceps ideally will come by your ears. If this is too much, just bring the arms in front of you, or even cactus your arms here. Draw the belly in, keep that low back nice and long, and then fold. Breathe in to lengthen. As you breathe out, step or jump back, move through your flow. Heart opener of your choice. We come to downward dog. Raise your right leg to the sky, step your right foot forward. Left heel plants down as you rise for your warrior one. Square off the hips, so make sure both hips are facing forward as you bend your right knee and track your knee over your ankle towards the pinky toe side. Soften here into the upper body, but stay strong through the legs and the core. One more breath in, look up and lengthen. Exhale, frame your foot, keep exhaling as you lower down. Then you inhale, take your back bend, exhale, downward dog. Remember, every pose has its own breath. Raise your left leg to the sky, left foot forward, plant your right heel, sweep your arms. 3 breaths. Brighten the fingers. Keep soft and easy into the upper body. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, move like you. You can always skip the flow to preserve your energy. You probably feel the heat starting to build right away. And that's the intention here. Bend your knees, look forward, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, exhale. Sit low, chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands to the heart, straighten the legs, Samastitihi. I'm gonna do one more, friends. Sit low. Find something new here in this chair. Zip up through the belly. Neck is long. Sit an inch lower and fold. Breathe in, lengthen, create space. And breathe out, step or jump. As you take your flow. Take your right leg high behind you. From the core, bring that right foot forward. Left heel grounds. Inhale, sweep the arms. Braid here. Find stillness, find the sweetness of the pose as you embrace perhaps the challenge. Look up and lengthen, inhale, exhale, hands to the ground. Take your flow or just press back, downward dog. Left leg is high. Step your left foot forward. Right heel grounds. Reach your arms up, offer your pose. One more breath in, look up and lengthen. Exhale. You know what to do. Take your time. Try not to hit the autopilot here. Be mindful of your transitions. Every pose matters. Breathe. One more inhale and exhale through the nose. Bend your knees, look forward, travel to the top of your mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Chair pose. Hands to the heart, Samastitihi. All right, friends, stay with me, stay in your body, stay present. Sweep the arms, inhale. As you exhale, chest leads the way, fold. Breathe in, lengthen. As you breathe out, step your left foot back, coming to warrior two. So set up a strong foundation here. Right heel to the arch of your left foot. That left foot is roughly 45-degree angle. Now reach through the fingertips, but relax the shoulders. So the arms are nice and strong here. That back leg is nice and strong. Find stillness, feel the power of this pose, the power of your breath. Flip your right palm, reach up and back. You can even take your left hand behind your back. The fingertips can reach for the hip crease. One more breath. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your right leg. If you need to hop that foot forward a couple inches, please do so. Now, reach just your right arm and keep lengthening here. So you want to open through that right side, but also keep that left side long as well. And then here you can tick-tock your arms, coming to triangle pose, Trikonasana. Scoop your right hip under, peel the chest open. For a little bit more stretch into the side body, you can bring your arm over your ear. As far as your neck goes, you can always gaze towards the floor if that feels better, towards the horizon or even the ceiling. Firm up through the quads, pull the belly in. One more breath. Press through your feet. You can look down and slowly come up. Nice, pivot your foot. So the feet are on the same line here. Align your heels and bring the big toes slightly in. Now lace the fingers behind your back. Take an inhale, puff your chest. Exhale, slowly hinge at the hips and fold. You may stay in stillness, or you can always move the hips from side to side. You can bend one knee then the other. Just work towards bringing the knuckles away from your spine. Soft bend on your knees, but again, the legs are strong as you press through the feet. Notice any tension in your toes or your jaw. Release your hands to the floor. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold a little more. Take the hands to your hips, press through the feet. Come up with a flat back. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, open warrior two facing the other side. So again, adjust as needed here. Make sure the shoulders are over the hips. You don't want to follow that left hand here. Keep the shoulders stacked over the pelvis. Dig your left heel on the ground. Lengthen through the tailbone. Flip your left palm, reach up and back. Again, option for a half bind. So really today, paying attention to what's happening in the body. How can you keep that external strength, right? The physical shape, but find a way to cultivate that inner peace, but also soften internally. And then extend through the left leg, but don't lock your knee. Inhale, reach, lengthen through the left side. Keep that. Tuck your arms. The hand can be on the floor, a block, or just on your shin. Use the strength of your legs and your core to support you here. Maybe you bring your arm over your ear. Slowly come back to warrior two. Take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. One more time, breathe in. And cartwheel your hands. Take your flow. Or just press back, downward dog. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Step your feet wider than the hips. So it's a chair variation. Here we're gonna go into bear pose. Reach your arms forward so the legs are parallel to the floor and the torso is parallel to the floor. Breathe here. Allow the quads to burn, allow the shake to happen, just embrace the pose. One more. Sit an inch lower and slowly fold. Grab your elbows with the opposite hands. Just sway here a little bit from side to side. Breathe. Bend your knees deeply, roll the spine to a stand. Circle the arms, hands to the heart center. All right, so We're gonna do a little bit of balancing work here, but also getting into the hips at the same time. So you can take the hands to the hips, your hands can come to the heart center. Transfer the weight to your right foot, lift your left heel off the ground. Draw the belly in, stay nice and tall. Inhale, draw your knee about hip height. Exhale, open your knee out to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Come back here. Cross your ankle over the leg, come into that figure four, and slowly bend your knee. Sit low, maybe lose your balance. Again, the hands may remain at the heart center, or you can just bring the hands to the shin, lengthen through the spine. Press those sits bones back, lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders down. And slowly come all the way up. Shake it out the legs a little bit. Maybe do a little dance. I'm gonna go right to the other side. So again, stand tall, left foot stays on the ground. You can just lift your heel first. Draw the knee about hip height, take a breath in. Exhale, open your knee wide. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, open. Come back to center, cross your ankle on top of the leg. Flex your toes whenever you're ready. Slowly come down. Notice where you're feeling sensation or discomfort. Send your breath into those areas of your body. Take one more slow breath here. And then slowly come up. Shake it out if you need, and then come back to that mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale, fold, heart leads the way. Breathe in, lengthen, breathe out, step your right foot back. Heel to arch alignment. Inhale, come up, warrior two. So we've been here before. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior. This time, keep reaching back. Take your right hand to your left wrist. Now extend through the left leg. For reverse triangle, lift your toes off the ground. Breathe into the side body. Watch so that belly and ribs are not hanging out, you guys. Keep that belly drawing in. Come back to warrior two. Good, this time we're gonna go into side angle. So your forearm can come to your leg or fingertips to the floor or a block. If you're doing forearm to leg, what I see happens a lot, it's people are just like collapsing into the shoulder, right? You wanna press your forearm and lift your head slightly. You wanna keep your forehead higher than your chin. You don't want your neck to collapse here. You can reach your arm up and just keep that chest nice and open. Or again, if you wanna add a little bit more into the side body, you can bring your arm over your ear. Continue to anchor down through that right heel, and the outer edge of your right foot presses down. Now bend your left knee a little bit more. Find sensation here. Open the chest a little more. Lead with your right hand. Come all the way up to warrior two. And then straighten your leg, pivot your foot. If you can this time, bring the feet closer in a little bit more. So you don't want your feet to be as wide as your sticky mat. All right, if you want to add a little bit more of shoulders, you can lace the fingers or you can grab the elbows or just take the hands to the floor. Any variation that's going to serve you right now. You can even extend your arms in front of you or bring the hands under the legs and walk them in the opposite direction. Breathe into the back body. Find stillness. And then bring your hands to the hips, press through your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms and then open to warrior two, facing the other side. Flip your right palm, reach up and back, peaceful warrior. Keep reaching back, straighten your right leg, lift your toes, left hand to the right wrist. Archer's pose. One more breath, relax the shoulders a bit more. And come back to warrior two, inhale. Now bring your forearm to your leg or again, fingertips to the floor or a block. Raise your arm up, peel the chest open. Option to spin your arm over your ear. See if you can focus on your breath and send that breath into the hips right now. Another inhalation through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Press through your feet. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands. Take your flow or just meet me in downward dog. Come to downward dog. And take a moment here to just breathe. So moving through some classic poses here. Nothing too fancy, just enough to allow us to explore the breath, the body. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Breathe in to lengthen. And breathe out to fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Hands to the heart center. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more of that balancing pose. This time you have the option to add a little oblique work here. So you're gonna bring the hands, and you can stay with that very first variation, friends, but you can lace the fingers behind your head, again, create the little hammock. Root down through your right foot, lift your left heel, grow tall here. Inhale, draw your knee about hip height. As you exhale, you draw your knee to the side and do a little crunch. and bring the knee back to center. Exhale. Do this 2 more times at your own pace. Come back to center. Now bring the hands to the heart, open your knee to the side, and we're gonna go into tree pose. So you can keep your big toe on the floor, move the foot a little bit higher into the shin, or all the way into the inner leg here. Press your foot into your leg into your foot, grow tall. Slowly sweep your arms, inhale, grow your tree. You're gonna take your left hand to your right wrist, reach up and over, taking a little side stretch. Trust yourself, untuck your chin, breathe, engage that standing leg, back to center, hands to the heart. Slowly release, shake it out. You're gonna go right into the other side. So plant your left foot down. Lift your right heel. So watch so that hip is not sinking towards the side. You press your foot and grow tall. Lace the fingers behind your head. Inhale, draw the knee in, about hip height. So remember, you're gonna inhale here. As you exhale, you open and crunch. Breathe in and breathe out. Two more. Come back to center, hands to the heart, find your tree pose. Sometimes you need to do different variations depending on the side. Yeah, foot has to go down here. Find your focal point, find the sweetness of the pose, but keep that external shape nice and strong. Sweep your arms, inhale. Right hand to left wrist, exhale, reach up and over to your right. Take that side body stretch. And back to center. Palms touch, hands to the heart. Good work, you guys. Come to the top of your mat. Take a breath in and hands to the heart center. One more inhale, sweep the arms, and exhale, fold. Option to move through one last flow, and we're all gonna meet in downward dog. And then you're gonna come down to your knees. And we're gonna work with frog pose today. So we're already coming down to the ground. This is a pretty intense hip work. So you can always use a blanket as well for extra padding for your knee. I'm gonna do this sideways so it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. So we're gonna do half frog first, and then we go into a full frog. So I'm gonna come into a tabletop. And then for half frog, one leg is gonna extend out to the side, okay? So start to bring your right knee wider. So your knee comes into the blanket outside your sticky mat. Let the knee slide out and then extend your left leg. So try to keep the foot in line with the hip, and then you come down into your forearms. Flex your right toes and point them out to the side. And now press your hips back. Breathe with your sensations, use it for transformation. I'm sure for some of you, just like me, this is a pretty challenging pose. Take 2 more breaths. And slowly release. You can take a child's pose in between with the knees wide. And then we're going to switch sides. So same thing, but I'm just turning around so you can again see me. So grab that blanket, or if you don't have a blanket or towel, I forgot to mention this, you can just turn around so you're facing the long side of your mat so your knees are opening this way. Otherwise, place that blanket outside your sticky mat. Let that knee open wide. Open the knees wide and then extend your right leg. Flex your toes on your left foot, press the hips back, and then come down to the forearms. Breathe into the groins, the inner leg. One more breath here. And mindfully release the pose. Do anything, whatever you need to do here. And then we're gonna go, instead of going to a full frog, we've done quite a bit of hip work today, we're gonna do an extra wide child's pose. So instead of the knees being as wide as your sticky mat, you bring the knees even wider, if that's possible. So open your knees as wide as they go, and then press back. You're definitely gonna feel this in the groins. So it sort of works like your full frog, but it's a little bit more gentle. Notice the need to check out, to escape the pose if this is intense. Instead, go inside, go a little deeper. Take 2 more slow breaths here, and if this is definitely uncomfortable, exhale through the mouth and let go. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Slowly walk the hands back. Whatever way that makes sense for you to get out of the pose. And then find a seated position here. We're just gonna rock the legs a little bit from side to side. Windshield wipe the legs. Hmm. And then come down to your backs. You're gonna bring the feet to touch, open the knees wide. So just like in a recline butterfly pose. Use your arms to press your knees wide. And then take a happy baby here just for a couple breaths to lengthen through that low back a little bit more. Maybe you rock, maybe you stay in stillness. And then hug the knees in. If you wish to take any final pose, you can take another twist, or if you're ready to go into Shavasana, extend your legs, your arms, and find your resting pose. Once again, thank you so much for joining me on your mat. Thank yourself for showing up today and just working towards clearing space in your mind, in your physical body. And I send you infinite love from my heart to yours. Namaste.